Hello, what's up, gang? So today I'm gonna do the entire video in English because this is a very sensitive topic because we are going to talk about the IMAT. Okay, is it really possible to pass the IMAT exam in just 30 days? Okay, because today it's 15, maybe I will upload the video on 16th or maybe on 15th, that's the same day. So, is it really possible to pass the IMAT exam in just 30 days? In my opinion, it is possible. But to be honest, I didn't do the IMAT in 30 days. Okay, I did the IMAT for like full time for 3 months. Okay, for 3 months, I did the IMAT for 2 months. Like, I went on and on and on every day, at least like 6, 7 hours per day. Okay, yeah, of course, I took some breaks in between. Some days I didn't study at all, but in general, in average, I studied like 5, 6 hours until the IMAT exam. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna tell like what are the things you can do actually if you are like really stuck now and you're planning to do the IMAT in the next this time, like I mean in the next 30 days. Okay, so my advice is like first of all, just get a paper. Like it would be great if you get the 2024 paper. Okay, the past paper. Just do it once. Like just do it. Like don't study nothing, don't do anything. Just keep the timer to maybe 90 minutes because the exam is 100 minutes, but just practice for 90 minutes. Okay, so then identify the concepts that you don't know. Like for example, if you don't know something in biology or something in chemistry, just identify and write down the lesson that you need to cover in order to do that question. Yeah, in order to do that question, so there should be a lesson that should be covered, right? So identify that and then just write it down. Okay, just keep on doing this like for all the sections, like the general knowledge ones, the logical sections, the chemistry, physics, biology, maths. Like do this for every section. All right, that's the first step. And then focus on the lessons that you don't know, like the lessons that you got wrong. Okay, like fully focus on those lessons. Okay, like just study the whole lesson. Just take for, I mean, you have to study at least for like 8 hours now. If you are really bad in those subjects, like for example chemistry and biology, especially because those are the those are the main parts. Like you need to know the lessons. Like you need to know the lessons in chemistry and biology because those are the huge sections, right? So those are the huge subjects that you need to know. So focus on biology and chemistry first, right? Like just do every lesson that you are not good at and then just cover the lessons. Okay, do that for like the past maybe 10 years, like I mean the past 10 year past papers. Okay, so then by the end of that you will have a lot of knowledge because in just 10 days you will cover all the things that you don't know in those main subjects or in those main sections like chemistry and biology, for example. Do that for the the maths and physics and maths and physics section as well, right? Just try not to go too much deeply on those sections, but cover enough of the informations that you have. For example, like the A level syllabus. Yeah, the A level syllabus is more than enough to prepare for the IMAT. Like for example, the London O levels, or if you are in Sri Lanka, the Sri Lankan A levels are more than enough to prepare you for the IMAT. And especially, the next step is know the material. I mean, know the syllabus. Okay, know the syllabus because don't study out of the syllabus. Some of the people I know, like they study out of the syllabus. Don't do it. Study the syllabus. Study the syllabus because you can find the syllabus online. It's really easy. So first of all, do that. Okay, this is very, very high yield. So you have to study daily on biology and chemistry. That is very, very important. And then what you can do is, for logical reasoning part, for the logical reasoning part, if you are really good at physics and maths, then most probably you are good at logical reasoning part, because most of the time you will get some mathematics, some maths problems in logical reasoning part. But don't focus on general knowledge. Okay, if you're in a really bad position now for the IMAT, don't focus on general knowledge, because it will be a very few questions, and also it will be very difficult to be ready for those questions. Okay, so keep in mind that if you have spare time, just go through the Italian legal system and Italian political, the government system, the prime ministers, the how the government works, something like that. Don't go too much deep on the books, the name of the authors, and all that kind of bullshit. Okay, all right. And then this is the most important thing. Just have a plan. Okay, write down a plan that you're going to execute at the exam. Just write the exact plan that you're planning to do in the exam. It's really important. This is what I did, and it was really, really, really helpful for me. It really helped me. So what do I mean by that? Just focus on the things that you're gonna get. For example, if you just, it's like this. Just decide a number, like decide a score that you need to get to go to the university that you like. For example, if you want 70 marks, okay, if you want 70 marks, focus for at least 76. Okay, focus on at least for 76 marks, because of course you will get negative marks. Like, it is really, really hard to not get those negative marks. Okay, so what you have to do is focus on, if you want 70, focus on 76. How do you gonna get 70? That is the, how do you gonna get 76? You have to choose the questions that you're gonna get right to get those 76. Okay, just choose the questions. Like, for example, out of the biology questions, you are planning to do this much of questions in order to get this much of marks. Do that for the chemistry, do that for the physics, do that for the math, and do that for the logical reasoning, because those are the sections that you can really guarantee the marks. Okay, if you really study biology and chemistry, physics and maths, you can get marks. Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, you can get marks because they have exactly said what the syllabus is. So, and also you do the IMAT past papers, and you are doing the IMAT past papers, and you know these questions gonna be showing up in the exam. All right, that's it. So the last thing that I said was the most important part. Know what you're gonna do in the IMAT. Okay, know what you're gonna do. Do exactly the same thing that you plan in the exam as well. Like, if you plan to get, I cannot say the plan because it's different. Some of you might be very good at maths, very good at physics, so you have to focus more on that to get more marks. Then for me personally, I'm really good at biology and chemistry, so I was focused so much on biology and chemistry, so I was not planning to get the whole marks in chemistry, but I got everything right in chemistry. So that was good actually, because yeah, of course, if you can get everything correct, it's good, right? It's like obvious thing. So plan, plan what you're gonna do. I was planning on biology and chemistry so much so that I can get some maths and physics correct, or maybe I can risk some marks to get them wrong. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I did, and I did exactly the same thing that I planned in my head in the IMAT. Okay, and please, you can't do every question in the IMAT. Just just keep in mind, you can't do everything in the IMAT, man. Like you can't get everything correct, okay? Because it's very time limited. Because if you get 100 minutes, it's like it will go like this. So focus on the plan, okay? That's it. That's the most important advice. Focus on the plan, like what you're gonna do. And also the other things comes up, like the mindset, the exam day, and like just be relaxed in the exam day. Don't panic, because if you panic, that's it, the game is over, because you don't have many hours to do the exam. It's just 100 minutes. It's just 100 minutes, 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's crazy. So it will go like this. So please don't panic. Okay, please don't panic, and be ready to skip some questions. Skip the question that you don't know. Just really skip it. Okay, stick on the plan. Stick to the plan. You'll be fine. Stick to the plan. You'll be fine. Get a good sleep before the exam, and even when you're studying, get a good sleep. Of course, if you even study for 8-10 hours, you can get a good sleep. Some people say you can't get a good sleep if you are studying that much. No, you can get 8 hours sleep and study well. Okay, so these are the most important things. Please, 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 I'm saying this over and over again, this is the most important thing. Please make up a plan. Just write the plan down. Do the exactly as planned. Do exactly as planned in the IMAT as well. Okay, and also another thing that you can do is you can get the translated Italian exams. Okay, now they don't have the Italian exam, but I have already translated the Italian exams, the Talk Med. I've uploaded them to my group in the WhatsApp. If you don't have the WhatsApp, just I will drop down the link below. Just join to that WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is also very important. Just do those translated Italian Talk Med papers, because those are very important, and those papers really go like in the English ones, because the English paper makers, like they are the Italian government, they make those papers like they made the Italian ones. Okay, so it was really helpful for me. So those are the things that I did for the IMAT. And to be honest, I didn't prepare the IMAT for in 1 month. I just had at least 3 months, and I was so much into it. So do like this and you'll be fine. Okay, you'll be fine. It's more than, I'm not saying it's more than enough, it's enough. Start studying now. If you have seen this video now, stop it and start studying now. Good luck. If you have any questions, just drop a comment or ask me in the group. Thank you for listening. Bye. Subscribe.